Good morning, my friends. Welcome to Roger's Reflections on Friday, January 15th in the year 2021. As I mentioned yesterday, I'm going to be reading the same passage, 1 Corinthians 13, verses 4 through 7. Yesterday, I focused on what love is. Today, I want to kind of dive in a little deeper on what it says, what Paul says love is not. And both of these are important to us. So here now, verses 4 through 7, or actually 4 through 8. Love is patient. Love is kind. Love is not envious. Love is not boastful, arrogant, or rude. Love does not insist upon its own way. Love is not irritable or resentful. It does not rejoice in wrongdoing, but rather love rejoices in the truth. Love bears all things, believes all things, hopes all things, endures all things. Love never ends. So listen to this. Love is not envious or boastful or arrogant or rude. Love is not envious or boastful, arrogant, or rude. These oftentimes come when our focus is on ourselves as opposed to God and others. When we envy someone, we think they're better than us. Arrogant, boastful, rude, oftentimes those come out when we think we're better than someone else. And how can they obviously think that way? Rather, there are ways, I'll give you an example, something that just came to mind. Yesterday, I drove through a restaurant, fast food, and they misspelled a word on their sign. And a lot of times, if there was someone with me, I would have laughed about it. We would have joked and said, "Oh, yeah, what kind of education did they have?" And just really, it would be rude. And it would be arrogant on our behalf because we don't know how to spell, and as if we've never made mistakes in our lives. Even when they don't know you're being rude to them, God knows, and it twists our perception of the world. I chose, and I'll be honest with you, I chose to laugh at the person who did that, as opposed to letting it go, or to think, they could have run out of letters. They could have had a bad day. Instead of thinking one way, I thought another. And love is a choice. And so we can choose to love someone, to be patient, to be kind, or we can choose to be envious, or arrogant, or boastful, or rude. Love is not irritable or resentful. Love rejoices in the other, rejoices in what good they're doing, as opposed to trying to tear them down because you're not there. Love is not irritable or resentful. Love does not rejoice in the wrongdoing. Love does not insist upon its own way. It's got to be my way or no way. I saw that yesterday in myself. We were doing something, and I had been working and had gotten everything together, and then someone came along and was doing it differently. And at first I was like, no, I've just spent all this time getting it ready, setting out exactly the way I wanted it, and now you're changing it. But then I thought, does it really matter? Does it? What I did, it was important, but the fact that it was done was more important than the way it was done. And so, at least for a moment there, I was able to let it go. I'll probably fail today, but yesterday, at least for a moment, I got it right. I let it go. I did not insist upon my own way. And that's tough. That's tough at times. So think about what love is and what love is not. It says, love is not envious or boastful or arrogant or rude. Love does not insist upon its own way. Love is not irritable or resentful. Love does not rejoice in wrongdoing. Think about that as you go about interacting with people today. Is your interactions flavored by these adjectives? Irritable, resentful, envious, arrogant, rude, insisting on your own way? Or are they flavored by other adjectives? Patient, kind, rejoice, believe, hope, endure. It's your choice how you want to live your life, how you want to respond. Will you love with the love of God, or will you not? It's a decision we make each and every day, and it's a decision we make multiple times a day. And I believe as we make those decisions, we kind of build up momentum one way or the other. If we do several decisions at one time in a positive manner, then we move forward. I think we draw closer to God, and vice versa. And one day we mess up, so we can choose the next day. All right, today I'm going to do different. Today I'm going to love people. Today I'm going to be more patient. I'm going to be more kind. Today I'm not going to be as irritable as I was yesterday. It's your decision. Hopefully this has been helpful, my friends. Take care, and we'll talk to you tomorrow.